Hello, welcome to Titanium Court by A.P. Thompson. I've seen this game a little bit going on, and mostly went and grabbed it due to its art style. I do like these pixel art games. This one's a bit of a funny, was described as like a combination of Match 3 and uh, tower defense game. Two genres I don't really like. Well, let's see if this game will actually change that. Alright, go ahead and play. Different plots? Ain't that something? Hey, please begin. The forest. A man steps on stage and taps a microphone. Good evening. Before we begin the game, there are a few announcements. Oh, really? First, due to unexpected circumstances, the part of the player will be performed by an understudy. A couple of audible groans and one muffled boo erupted from the audience. Oh man, tough crowd. Now, there's no need for that. This kid may not be a star yet, but I've seen her rehearsed. I can guarantee that she'll impress you. I don't have had time to memorize any of our lines, but, well, now that I have any of you. The audience laughs. So true. Second, we'd like to warn you that this production feels a significant amount of obscenity. Oh, really? But, before all the parents in the audience begin covering their children's ears, know this. This stage is enchanted, such that the obscenities can only be heard by those of sufficient emotional maturity to handle hearing them. Yeah. And finally, the writing room would like to issue an apology for failing to complete the script before this performance. So they're all ad-libbing at this point? They're working on it as I speak. Yep, completely. Just writing it as they're making it at the same time. Hmm, just like that one movie. It is my pleasure to announce uh, that tonight's performance is also a race. Who will win? Writers furiously working to finish the script, or the performers attempting to perform it. Hmm? At this point, it's like the trope where the anime caught up with the manga, because the manga does work slowly in like a huge batches, but the difference here is that you're reading it, which could feel like it's taking a long time, when in actuality, if you just play it out as it looks, it's very short. Can't answer the question, but I can announce that the race begins now. We hope you enjoy the game. Absolutely. Hmm. Where should you start? Where would I start? Walking through the woods. Yeah, in the forest? Question mark. When the world around you shattered. Oh, what the? This is both alarming and inconvenient. Well, it sure is if this is your excuse as why this is the match 3 game. Isolated on a lone stretch of ground, we're transfixed as the broken landscape begins to rearrange itself. Yeah, transfixed means as it rearranges itself. Your eyes followed tree, and hills, rock, collapsing in lines of three, as if the forest you knew were not becoming carefully untangled. Yeah, this is just literally giving me an in-game or in a lore reason why it's a match 3 game. You dared not move from your position, but the ground beneath your feet quivered in anticipation of shattering further. Yeah, oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm just reading, you know? Pass the time this way for who knows how long. Yeah, you're just standing right here, and since none of it's gonna match your tile, you're actually safe. I know. God damn it. Hmm. Passing the time. Passing the time. Best bet. Something like this. Until the court slid into view. At first, you weren't sure you could trust your eyes. But there it was, a great shining structure among the roiling landscape, something stable and enclosed. Shelter. Kept your eyes on it. But it would draw close enough that you might peer inside its windows. You know, I am thinking I should probably just increase the music, but I just thought it would be like very loud. But right now, it just seems to be all right. Also, do like that you can see at the corner here, me clicking has me about to peel off. Dies on it? Yeah, okay. Surprisingly, Ford appeared to able to move freely through the broken landscape. This ran lines of three as it approached your position, because there's nothing else here that matches it in threes, you know? Yeah, by just doing this. Oh, I can move freely. Oh. As it came near, the shattered landscape lurched. Little warning. The force snapped back together as if someone had pulled the knot of reality tight once again. Except, by now, it wasn't the forest you knew. It was hardly even a forest. You stood, stretched, and began the hike towards the court. Yeah, it's close enough. I guess by the time you're climbing this mountain is done. There you go again. A.P. Thompson presents. Yeah. What's this, though? Ooh, a log. Hmm. Most smart games have this sort of feature, especially when it's more like a visual novel, you know? Which this partly is. Well, not really visual novel, but just more like story-based. Let's go ahead and drink some coffee while I look at this a bit further. I think I could stand to make the game louder, because I usually just keep it at 50%. It just sounds a lot louder than it should. Let's go right here for now. Okay. Later, while the sun hovered low over the horizon, there was a feast within the walls of the court. But to avoid any attention, you sought out a more isolated part of the hall. Where is the isolated part here? Empty table, near an exit, where no one would pay you much mind. Yep, that would be me right there. Sound plan, except... Whoops. The hall was soon overflowing with people, and your table was no exception. Yeah. Young man seated to your right began engaging you in idle conversation. Why are you talking to me? I can see right here that some of the pixel art is breaking a bit. You really shouldn't be mixing smaller pixels or subpixels with the main pixels. This doesn't look good. I think that would be called mixel. Especially like right here, that looks bad. The weather, how you found the meal, the role of the individual in a society, how you prefer to make your bed, those sort of subjects. This guy is talking to me? Actually inquired about how you came to arrive at the court. Titanium court, you know? Da-da-da. Which answers my question quite thoroughly, while raising many more. It says as you conclude your tale. But, forgive me, you haven't actually finished your story, have you? Yeah, it's still being written as we speak. But there is a bit more, though you have yet to make sense of it. And then it expands. Within the court were earnest, but odd. After your arrival, you attempted to get some answers about your whereabouts and the strange circumstances outside, except... they spoke mostly in riddles and nonsense, didn't they? They did. Yet they did. Let's find out where you are. Right now it's showing me these four things. Yeah, this is the tower defense portion of it. And resting in the shade of the wall. This guy? Yeah. Man in a helmet. Doing her taxes? Question mark? At the picnic table. A pair in front of a blackboard discussing magic. Small cat in the sun atop the wall. That's a cat. Alright, well, let's go talk to every one of them. Well, I can click on those. Like this guy standing on the shade. Huh. Said the man. Whoa, pal! Before you ask me any more questions, you gotta know my deal. My deal is that I can only answer questions you haven't asked. Oh, yeah? So as to where we are? No can do. Sorry, can't tell ya. What are we doing? Oh man, we're a court of fairies on a quest to find our missing queen. Fairies? Because that's why it's called Titanium Court. As in, I think it was Queen Titania. Titania. However you want to pronounce the name. And let's see, what is this based on? I think it was based on one Shakespearean play. Uh, oh, anyway, looked at both sides, then said, "So let me know if you see her. Just don't ask me where she is." Next, you hold on. Are you seriously going to tell me about every individual conversation you had in excruciating detail? Well, yes. Yes, you are. Because if he lets you proceed uninterrupted, you'll learn that many of these people played a part in what happened next. Absolutely. Fine, fine. Yeah, I'm. That is usually how it goes. Because like looking at everything. Just give me every possibility of exploring all the options, exhaust all their dialogue, and just get on with it before I just move on and never talk to them again. How did I get out on top of that? Said the woman. I would love to tell you where we are, friend, but I haven't figured out where we aren't. There's a stack of maps on the table behind her. We're not in any of those places. Yeah? Or at the least we weren't. Who knows if that's true now that the tide has come in? The tide. Is that what that means when the world is shattering? And then that's why it's flowing here and out? No, another tactic. Some information. Perhaps she could at least tell you the name of this place. Oh, we just call it the court. Its full name is the Court of, I forgot. Like the Court of Aluminium? But it starts with a T. Yeah, it's the name of the title, Titanium. Aluminium? No, I would rather just call it aluminum. The Court of Tungsten? I don't know. Maybe I'm new here and I'm bad with names. At least I can give you mine. I'm Robin. Well, hello there, Robin. Get out her hand, which you shook as you introduced yourself. Now, excuse me, I should try to sort this out before the tide settles again. Right, next up. These two at the at the blackboard, discussing the magic. Hmm? It certainly does feel a little bit like, well, in the genre of World of Horror, except it's not a horror game, it's a comedy game. And I'm doing a lot of speaking here, which I'm okay with. Always just use a break from just gaming. It appeared to be a seminar of some sort taking place in the courtyard. Seminar on magic, if you understood the text on the blackboard correctly. Yeah, I know, it's glowing in rainbow colors. Well, I guess you could call it text on the board, but since it's all very much pixelated. It's okay. First you take a metaphor, and then you stretch it really thin, right? Right. Like really thin. So thin you forget its original purpose. Then you inflate it. Right. Just inflate the metaphor. Prefer to use my lungs for that. Then as it's inflating, you twist it like, hang on, like so. You still falling? Think so. And hold on. Ta-da! There. It now resembles a dog. Delight for children and such. Ah, okay. So what happened to the metaphor? It's a lovely little balloon dog now, I see. They seem a bit busy. This is their magic? Uh, just making balloon animals over here. Next thing you'll know, you'll just twist it in the shape of a Tommy gun. Left them to it. The cat. Talking to a cat now, huh? And my character here, this little pixel representation looks different. To the small cat, meow. Which, in chevrons are Ah, your questions are numerous but inconsequential, for they overlook the current crisis. Row. What crisis? Why, the crisis whereby my dinner is late! Meow. It is so late, in fact, that I'm not certain the concept of dinner isn't something I invented in a fugue of hunger. Row. Oh, your text is like it's just shouting because it just not only are you shouting, you're also growling. All other social issues are mere trivialities in comparison to my plight. Er, please, stranger, might you fill my bowl, thus ending this ravenous standoff? A woman behind you laughed. Where did you come from? Oh, don't listen to him. He's been fed twice today already. Yeah, you can't really trust a cat, uh, or even your own pet, because they're always asking for food, even after you just fed them. My dog Papito will always just ask for more food, always just giving me the baby eyes, just because he just wants to eat my food. He always just wants to do that. I gave you a bowl full of food, Papito, and you don't ever want to eat that. Hmm. So what now? Well, that's how the court looked like from atop the walls. Well, I'm sitting on top of it. What is it? Finding no immediate answers inside the court, the top of the walls and looked outward. So, what did I look outward? Perhaps there was something you could see from this vantage that would shed more light on your situation. Oh, yeah? To the contrary, conditions outside the walls were even stranger than they were at the time of your arrival. The rest of the shattered landscape had now melted away, or stood alone amid a void. Well, yes, if there's nothing around you, you could call it a void. It's like what I often see over in 3D games, specifically, an example, Super Mario 64, where you have like the entire play area, just a floating diorama in empty space, or I guess you could just call it the skybox. But if you like to think about it, you could just be in space, which is what Super Mario Galaxy is pretty much just a souped up 64. Although I kind of prefer 64 way more than Galaxy due to the fact that it's jank, but it's my kind of jank, and I love it for it. And Galaxy is just too polished for me to enjoy properly. Anyway, dot dot dot. I see crickets. Crickets are getting louder, even louder, but not for long. Amongst crickets, they said something. Like a rush of water, new surroundings began to surround. Oh, there they are. Much of new topography was familiar to you. You could identify fields, field, water, water, woods, wood, and hills, hill. The music is swelling. We also have these things. Oh, what is that? But there was something else to see. A menacing group of other courts were also part of the landscape. So this is the actual tower defense portion of the game, mixed in with the match 3. Well, let's see how this goes. Hey, Papito, where the hell did you go? Just jumped off my leg and into the outside the door. Okay, guess he's just hungry again. Or thirsty. I better refill his water bowl. That thing is getting empty. We're not alone. Let me say that again. Take two. We're not alone in noticing these chords. Someone shouted, "The war! The war! The war is here!" Someone else. That can't be. Puck said no wars until we find the queen. Then perhaps he should explain that to them. Run by the enemy court on all sides and bereft of an obvious course of action. The people of the court began to pray. Yeah, they're praying on the player character outside the world here, beyond the mouse and keyboard. To tell them to just make them disappear, please. The man stepped forward and offered the first prayer. Oh, hey, Papito, you're back. Anyway, where was I? I generally wish no harm upon our enemy. I merely pray that it would fade into obscurity. Obscurity, yeah. Alright, get faded. Gotta keep going and do that. Oh, what? Huh. Oh. Match for solitude. Quick to travel on foot. Bit flammable. So I noticed that this thing... Wait, what? Let me check that out. Huh. What is this thing? Enemy health. And doing that... Well, they vanished, but... Wow, didn't expect that to work, but thanks! A woman named Robin offered the next prayer. My notes are quite clear on this. Prayer does not work. Our time is much better spent steering the court. Remember, they're soldiers. Soldier cannot cross water. We should try to take shelter behind the moat. Until the tide comes in. The tide, huh? By just doing this? What the hell is going on with that on the left side? Titanium court. Huh. Oh, for now. And swap without making a match, which means I can keep going. Oh, I can right-click just to do that instead of holding it. Let's see. Match for water. Passable on foot, not flammable. Passable? Match for food. Quick to travel by foot. Flammable. Ooh, so that... Okay, so that's how that works. Where? Hell. So right-click or holding right-click will tell me some of these tooltips. Hell, heart. A vital resource, easily neglected. When it's depleted, you will lose the war. Easily neglected. Well, yes, you're not really paying attention until you absolutely need it. Money, cash. Immortal magic. I was sustained by collective hallucination. That's one way you can call commerce. Food. Bread. Makes bodies tall and strong. Water. Mop. Blows minds and concepts through the veil. Yeah. Wood. Log. Fashioned into a club which with which you may speak softly. Yeah. Stone. Boulder. Absorbed from impacts, losses in eons. Eons? Monarch. Offensive job. Turns property damage into profit. Earn cash when you destroy court. Or enemy, I guess. Ooh. Oh, timeline. A definite answer to the question, how much longer? Okay, so by doing this, the timeline is shrinking. I just wanted to look at these little things. Enemy, match for solitude, Flammable. Hill, match for stone. Very slow to travel on foot, not flammable. Oh, of course. Flammable. It just makes it sound like I want to set everything on fire. Use this button to consult your short-term memory. Huh. Okay, now that I looked at that. And then keep going. I'm like right next to it now. Okay, there. Now that river water protects us from nearly half the field. Well, half of it from that. Hills, rock, should also slow their advance. So for my next prayer... But the next prayer did not belong to Robin. The next prayer belonged to the cat. What did the cat want now? Morale. So long as we are making demands of God, then my wish, as ever, is to be fed. Well, alright then, fine. You want to eat some food. Here you go. Psst, hey. Oh yeah? You probably didn't notice, but something just happened over here. Oh yeah, I already did notice. You said food. What happened is, I imagine fields. The court has just acquired more food, bread. Similarly, other parts of the battlefield can be matched to earn drop, log, or stone. One of those fairies in the courts will tell you this. Well, yeah, I've already just about looked at it by accident because I was holding onto the piece for so long that a tooltip showed up, and then I right-clicked and it showed up a lot easier. Their religion forbids them from acknowledging the existence of the user interface. The UI. But I am a security tooltip. I fear no god. Oh yeah? I will do my best to provide you with vital information. You're welcome. Sarcastic. Better. Yes! More of that, please. Just more wheat. So the only thing I have to worry about is this dumbass here. Or I could just do that. Timeline is shrinking. And then do that. Uh-oh. Rather than bemoan the loss of the moat. Oh no. And we face even more of the enemy than before? Why did I bother? Scholars of the Blackboard now chimed in. Even in the most strategic sound location? This spot right here. Right there. If we just steer over there carefully, we should be fine. Sitting pretty. Yeah, just move this like right over there. Robin rejected. Stop! Look at the clock! It's almost low tide! We have time left for only one more move. Hello again. So, yeah, I already looked at it when I right-clicked. It said timeline. It's still, yeah, it's like this thing. So, the clock and time left Robin alludes to is, in fact, this is unassuming progress bar at the edge of your vision. Unassuming. Much like life, every move you make will deplete some of your remaining time. Yeah. We have all little time in the world. Very short. But also at the same time, kind of long. In our immortal sense. If we have only one prayer left, what do you suggest we ask for? As well pray for a miracle. Yeah, what sort of miracle would that be? So happen to be this thing or something. Well, that's a start. But another explanation from me, your humble tooltip, is in order. Our previous move chained multiple matches together. Oh, if there's like multiple matches, because of this, you have earned just some bonus time. So instead of having only one bit of time, if I do multiples, like 2, then it'll give me bonus. For the fairies of the court, this might as well be a miracle. Is there any chance we could do that again? Whatever that was? But there was no such chance. The next prayer would be the last one. Incidentally, the next prayer also belongs to you. Me? Yes, you. Sure what any of this really meant, imitated the people around you and made pointless decision. Yeah, it's a pointless decision, alright. Okay, let's see what it can be. I think I'll have to do this then. For this? Try this out. I don't think that'll work like I think it would. Just trying to imagine what could work here. These will disappear, that'll go down. No, that's not good. This will go down. Well, alright then. Nope. On one hand, I want to get that to work, but I know it's not going to work. The best way would be if I just go vertically instead of horizontal. Because there's really nothing I can do here. Actually, help out. Those will disappear, that'll go up. This is actually just safe to place there. Alright, just do that. The battlefield snapped together as the court snapped to attention. Places, everyone! Windows were shuttered, doors were slammed. Throngs of people emerged from inside and formed a line near the gates. Yeah, that's what's going to happen at this point here. Tapping your shoulder, one of the scholars. We should use some help in the dressing room, if you have a free hand. Alright, what am I doing here? All the scholars, parenthetical, introduced to you as Hop and Skip. That's what their names are? Well, they are in the color you tell me. Go through a large pile of costumes, props, and weapons. Check the tag on that, would you? Make sure I put it together properly. Click and hold. Yeah. Hold. Or could just right-click, that works too. Farmer. Working fairy. Yeah, there's food. Bread from fields. Wheat. If it looks correct, feel free to hand it out. Click to use. Handed the bundle of farmer's apparel to the first person in line. Unperturbed by the idea of harvesting wheat in the middle of a battle, they whistled as they marched down the front gate. Oh, what the hell are they doing? Now do it again. And they're going to deploy another farmer. Now see if this one fits anything, buddy. Mean this? Okay, click and hold. Hold? Behold! An offensive fairy attacks the enemy court. Back to you. Do I not have enough? I got plenty. Yes, and yes. Just enough for one. He handed a bundle of armor and weapons to the next person in line. As the weight of the weapon in our hand, we received any training, so I'm just planning to hit anything that doesn't belong to us. Yeah, anything that's not in uniform, which in this case would be that if they're not wearing blue, they're enemies. So don't hit your allies if you see blue. Oh, what the hell? Oh, I think that's how that works. These two will be going out first, and then these soldiers will try and get over here. Well, this guy's already there. I see ya. After this minimal preparation, the scholars consider their works finished. Is that all you had to do? Oh, man, everyone, this is all just a play going on, isn't it? Now place our chances of survival somewhere near abysmal, but I'm afraid this is the best we could do. Smile mercy, at least, that the Queen isn't here to witness this. So you waited with the others for the battle to commence. Alright. Where was I? Hello. Let's pester you one more time before I take my leave. Oh, yeah? Observe! This is the undo button. Use it to change your mind as many times as you wish before starting the battle. Well, that ain't that handy. Parenthetical. However, the official editorial position of this tooltip is that you are liable to lose no matter how many times you change your mind presently. Try to say that all at once. When you're ready to lose, use the play button to proceed to battle. This is just a forced event loss. Forced loss event, I think that's what's called. Yeah. Now I'll leave you in peace. Is. But, should you ever desire the company of your loyal tooltip, all you need to do is click and hold over the button or tile. I will do my best to explain it to you. By doing this, I mean, I'm not really holding and clicking, but you can do that. I can just right-click and it'll work too. Yeah. Just works even if you're just doing this, you know? You know, when you have everything else in grayed out. Alright. Well, I'm gonna lose, so... Commence battle? Shaky, shaky. They're so nervous here. Well, let's see how well this goes. Like, one of them is about, breaking them apart. Look out! They're breaking apart. We have the other guys over there. Untied shoelace? Okay. Yeah. And then, filling a glass of wine. Dead. Crickets. And then, sometime later. Yeah, what happens? As the sun hovered low over the horizon, there was a feast within the walls of the court. Oh, really? The man to your right is beside himself with laughter. Okay, so a court caught off guard by the sudden war. Stumbled behind enemy lines, and made a token attempt at resistance. Summarily toppled. Do I have that right? Yes, that does appear to be an accurate summary. Well then, I'm certainly glad I slept through that! As you look at your surroundings, a switch flips in your mind. Your own story makes little sense now that you think on it. How did you... And you pass your arm. Don't worry about it. Our court couldn't withstand physical destruction. We couldn't last 5 minutes in the pull of the tide. But enough of that. It's about time I made some introductions. As you've narrowly avoided learning. This place is called Titanium Court. Yeah, I know. This just says it right there. I think I was looking at this thing. Which one did it say that for? Oh yeah, when I looked at how that had the court there, it says Titanium Court. Titanium. Hmm. Meanwhile, I have the honor of being the steward of the court. My name is Puck, although my lovers and enemies call me Goodfellow. This guy, chief advisor and friend eternal to our fairy queen. Fair queen. As fancy as that sounds, in practice it means he's unemployed. Oh yeah, really? Scholars, man named Hop, this guy. Approach your table. Appears to have had a drink or two. Granted, or four. He pulls up a seat between the two of you and assumes a jovial attitude. I guess the queen stood us up, eh? Good fellow? Looking for her, I'd say I'd skip town too if I knew what a sorry showing the court would make. But on the plus side, we can continue draining our wine cellar. Now, are you going to help me with that, good fellow? Or just going to stare at me? I don't mind either way. He's just there with a wine glass, and both of them are. Buck, staring at the scholar, mouth agape, slowly inhales and pinches his nose. Okay. But fools, how drunk are you, Hop? Queen is right here. I've been speaking to her for the entire feast. I kind of figured, because, from the beginning of what the game told me, is that the main character that I'm playing as is an understudy who does not remember all of her lines, which falls into line what this all means. And apparently, that understudy, the character I'm playing as, is the queen. Sad hush falls over the entire hall. Hop blinks, looks at you, looks at Puck, turns bright red. Oh, I see it now. That calls for Her Majesty's finest vintage. I'll be right back. And there he goes. As Hop makes a quick exit, you look steadily at Puck and shake your head. Really? There's no use denying it now. Not after the tale you told me. If you'd like more proof, just take a look at where you're seated. Yeah, at the very end here. You slowly take in your surroundings. Expand. Well, would you look at that? Puck smiles. Now, if I may conclude my introductions, let me present the court to your majesty, and likewise. Stands up and addresses the entire hall as he says, Long absent, the Queen of Titanium Court, always a stranger, has arrived. Disrupt and dessert is served. Oh, hell yeah. What the hell? A little image just going up and over. Little dialogue there. 3 trumpets and 2 trombones. Do-do-do-do! To the left, Hop returned with an armful of glasses and bottles. And about time, too, good fellow. Tell her about the war yet? Titanium Court. Title drop. End the game right now. Chapter 1. Place beloved only of clowns and criminals. Yep. Clowns and criminals. And then, just a short while after the feast, court returns to war. Oh, we're back already. Looks like it wants to go back. While that happens, let me go get some coffee. Mute myself a little bit while I clear my throat. I guess it even is telling you the exact time I'm playing this. Alright. Yeah, if you know the time zone. Okay, what was it? You're in charge of the war now, Your Majesty. You should be fine. Just remember everything we've taught you about magical warfare. Blink until you remind them that at this exact moment, they have taught you roughly nothing about magical warfare. It's all magic. Okay. Good. She remembers quite clearly. Yeah, not clearly enough. High tide. While the field is broken, arrange it to your advantage. Oh, you mean just so when it's high tide, that's the match 3 portion of the game. When it's low tide, that's the power defense portion of the game. Consult the ever-changing map. Look. So yeah, the map is always going to change and do such. You know what any of this means? Well, yeah, you could also just look at this. This is what also told me that it's Titanium Court. It looks like we went right here and then here. Is it going to go like that in that order or something? Hell is this? Periodolic pumpkin. A plant possessing a friendly false face. Paradolic, though. That's just the condition of seeing faces in objects. Fountain. You know, I didn't see it as a fountain. It kind of looks like a priest, but I see it now. It's a fountain. Local nonprofit focused on distributing wishes to the undeserved. The storage unit. Looks a lot like one you rented in the past. Never end up renting one. Stump. I see it announcing new beginnings. The soapbox of the natural world. Yeah, I guess you could call it that. Battlefield, huh? But that's just wheat. Abstract representation of a single battlefield. As close as you can get, because, you know, this is the overworld. Oh, for now. Yeah, I know that. Battlefields, huh? Birdcage? A well-defended fortress. Creates a moat at the start of each battle. Signage. Dripping with symbolism. Okay. 20 HP 40. They all have about that much. Okay. And the only thing that has more would be that thing. Well, you say I don't know what any of this means, but obviously I do. Yeah, sure. Okay, and just rearrange it. Oh, yeah. Inspect your available units. Go. So I only have these two going on right now. The farmer gathers food from the fields, which means I should be able to get this, right? Soldier. As long as I have one bit of, 3 bread, 1 log, and a rock. Or stone, I guess. Rock and stone. I should be able to just get one of you. This. Me. Okay. Now to figure out what I'm doing here. I'll just advance. Have them disappeared. Seems to be no one there. There's something on this side. They can make their pass over here if they want to. I could just do this. Is that a good idea to have this on that side? Then I can just do this. I mean, it would be passable, but I could also just get rid of them. Low tide. Make preparations for the coming battle. Is that going down automatically? It better not. Okay. Is it actually going down automatically? Because I'm taking too long? Okay, it doesn't look like it's going down. This. Now, let's go for the... there's like a bit of water, I guess. Oh, I see. Just enough for one. Well, alright then. Go for it. Yeah, this is all I have. Gather some wheat. There are no enemies here, so... go ahead and just smack that castle with your sword. Or club, or whatever. What the hell? Right. Smack it. Smack it real good. Stop! I do like the little pictograms it's showing off of some of these the way it represents some of the things. Like you saw that the beforehand it had like 3 trumpets and 2 trombones, and then this one guy jumping all over that entire thing. And then we have something where like a record scratch showing up for some reason. And now we have what looks like someone hitting a golf club. Well, have you now achieved some kind of victory in the war? I wonder if someone in the court might help you return home. It would be our pleasure if we could show us the way. Also, that was only one battle. There are many more to come. My notes are to be trusted. Yeah? Okay, well, if you understood this map correctly, even if it is a map, there appears to be some sort of signage just ahead. Yeah, this thing right here. Signage! You can reach those signs and learn more about where you actually are, along with how you can get home. To reach them, we need merely be swept forward by the tide as we have been all along conveniently. Star, 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 star. Hello there, Gonzi. How you doing? Just playing this funny little game here, where it's not really a roguelike, but it does kind of appear to be one, but it isn't. It's more of a match 3 mixed with tower defense in a humorous style, which is mostly just reading text. Convenient. Okay, it is high tide while the field is broken. I'll just rearrange it how I want. Got to get rid of the enemies. So it is invalidated from the roulette? Well, yeah, until I can get my new laptop, and then I can actually just play all those roguelikes that I want to, specifically the ones that are, like Robobeat, I want to play that. I want to play like Astria, but that one just lags at the start of the screen until I can fix that. Saving. Yeah. Let's see where to move. Look right here. And let's just do. No, okay, where's the undo button? Storage unit. Yeah. Rented in the past. Sure, these guys are not here. Can I actually just move it like this? Nope, I can't. There's like 4 enemies that are about to invade my court. And do this. Not much has happened. But I can make this moat. It'll be impassable. Except until they go over on this spot. Ah, well... Well, it is still impassable, but now I just have to worry about these guys. Now they're gone. They're all the way over there, so I'm safe. It'll cause this to disappear. Just move this around if I want to. Rock. That'll make it harder for them to actually move along here. Let's go from this direction, but I'm also protected by this water. So, something over here. And just a lot of them. Or I could just cause that guy to disappear. There's only one enemy, and they're all the way over there. Making preparations. What the hell is this thing? Take a look at the inside of the storage? Yeah, sure. What's in it? You're quite curious about what you might find inside the storage unit. But it's locked. Well, yeah, I could have told you that. Make some preparations. What do I have? A lot of wheat here. Make some soldiers. Just enough for 2. And whatever the hell I can do with that. Okay. Commence the battle! Have the soldiers attack the, this enemy court that's like right here. Go ahead, just do it. The timeline. Jenga. And then they're having to go move around these mountains to attack this court. They got it. Dunked. They're still making their way through, but they won't be able to make it to there until the timeline's done. Stop! Well, that seems to be going. High tide. Hey, I gotta get rid of these guys right here. I don't want them next to me. What the hell? Paradolic Pumpkin. Friendly false face. It gives me more time if I have like double matches. I got myself some stone. Oh yeah, sure that I have enough. I got enough for like 2 of these. But I also have to get rid of you. Am I gonna get you? You'll be going through here. That'll get rid of the water I don't want to do. But it will give me some water. Makes it very slow for you guys to get all the way over here, unless you go through the weeded area. I can also just do this. Right there has the water. I'm gonna go all the way down here, and that just ends up doing this. There's just more here. No, get rid of those extras. I also can get rid of you by doing that. There's still more up ahead. But I can do this, and then get rid of you. You'll be slowly going over here, so it's just moving the court is gonna be a while. Oh, but this is actually much better. Because there's no way for you to actually get here. Unless you want to go diagonally over to this direction. This guy will have a troubling time getting there. Alright. Preparations are ready. I got like plenty of this. I can do that at least 4 times. But they would also be impassed, unless you go over on this side. Okay, go for it. Commence the battle! Timeline. Yeah, this is the only way this guy's gonna get over here. As my troops go over a mountain here. Go for it! Yeah, go ahead and whack that castle. And the cat. Well, by the time they get here, it would already be too late for that. Low tide becomes high tide. Safe! We're going over here at the birdcage. A menacing birdcage suddenly appears in front of the court. Your Majesty, I have notes on this foe. Let me know if you'd like to see them. Yeah, sure, whatever. That's what we got here. Well-defended fortress creates a moat at the start of each battle. It's around it, huh? Open those notes on how the birdcage behaves in battle. He already has told me from just looking at the tooltip. Right, here's what my notes say. First, at the start of low tide, birdcage will flood its surroundings with water. Following that, the birdcage will attack the court with birds. Bird? Fighting it may prove tricky if it's always surrounded by water. Foot soldiers will be unable to reach it. You agree. What if there's another approach the court will take? Will be like way far away from the birdcage, although it has flying units, meaning that it'll just go over all of that to me. Either way, you thank Robin for the information. Yeah. Wait, aren't some of the enemy courts empty? Yeah, some of them are empty, but then what? There's a subtle difference between some of the enemy court on the battlefield. Well, many enemy courts have soldiers prominently stationed outside their gates. Yeah, like that. There are also plenty of them that appears to be completely empty. Yeah, I've seen that. What I was trying to do when I was matching the 3 off of them. Maybe assume that these empty courts will not attack the court during the coming battle. Supposedly, yes, they haven't done that at all, because the timeline here is going down. Yes, you can assume that. I know what it is, tooltip. Additionally, you can see when the enemy soldier will attack the court over here on the timeline. Yeah, even soldier might not be no threat if you can deal with their court before they attack. Alright, well, time to... There you go. So these guys, what the hell? Yeah, what would be the best way to tackle this? Making sure that... You would probably just go over here. Dead? 2. Right. That gave me some extra time. But there's also these I have to worry about. Okay, so... There's also this guy up here. These 2 right there. Water does help out a lot if I could just... Moving you right here just gives off a little bit of... That doesn't really do anything, but this does. Sweet. There's a lot right here. I feel like it's going to be, let's see, I just gotta get myself a lot of these guys over there. I can move closer, but then I also have these to worry about. That does give me some extra time. Look at all that. Get rid of you. Your Majesty, look! There's a chest resting on that patch of land. You should be able to recover its contents as long as it remains in sight until low tide. In low tide, you say, huh? During low tide? I'll get to that. Oh yeah, don't do that. That's gonna disappear if I do exactly that. Well, there's all these guys going on. Get rid of you. You can get it closer downwards, but then this guy's in the way. Do this for that. Get rid of that. Huge amounts of wheat. There's more enemies. And they'll have a tough time just getting across here. I could just do this right now. Alright. Low tide begins. Birdcage surrounds itself with a moat. Yeah. Gather all manner of trinkets and treasures and trifles and toys? Yes, open that up. Oh! The goods are good for the taking. Bird? Offensive winged fairy. Unhindered by terrain. Oh, I'll get it. Acquisitions provides a cheap... Well, I just wanted to read that. These chests are empty. It is now safe to shut them. Well, alright then. Yeah, I got all that now. Ever change the map if I want to look at it. And now I have you. It doesn't require stone at all. It is essentially just the cheaper version of them, but I'm guessing they move slowly. Yeah, and then I just fill it up with whatever I can right here. Well, alright then, go ahead and just commence the battle. Take them out before they get a chance to get here. For another one. Some enemies in the way. Take them out. Smash. Looks like there's some enemies. They already took out most of me. Can I make it in time? Oh, safe. Only 6 health left. Well, alright then. Managed to get there, but I guess the idea here would be if I just delayed that so that by the time they get here, I would have all my troops all in one spot. By the time the enemy gets there, yeah. I'm gonna skip the birdcage. The court now arrives at its initial destination. Or I could have just moved them all over there, but oh. Taking a spyglass to the top of the walls, you would see if the sign ahead can give you any clues or directions. Dead end. Oh, I know this one. This is the Memento Mori, I hear. They are popular among mortals. This one is quite simple, perhaps even unrefined. It says, dead end. So any mortal who reads it can remember exactly what awaits them at the end. Yeah, you're gonna die at the end here. In case they forgot? Precisely. Okay, well, where you're from, sign generally means that you cannot proceed any further. As you say this, a gasp. Your Majesty is right. The court is not facing forward. We've been letting the tide carry us backwards ever since the feast. Okay. Well, in that case, how should you go about correcting that misalignment? The cat responds to this question by falling asleep on your lap. I have my dog right here just doing exactly that myself. The beast is right. Good night's sleep should return the court to its default state. And so the court decided to retire early for the day. Oh, that's when they're just gonna stop. Maybe then it'll fully repair my, yeah. Glass of wine, just fill it up. With time and repetition comes comfort. Your maximum level of comfort increased to 1. Oh, yeah? Okay. Oh, and now it actually just increased. Next morning, waken in a strange bed. Oh, really? Bed is strange not just because it is not your usual bed, but because it is also not the bed you fell asleep in. Where the hell am I? Puck told you. The room with the court might be the Queen's. Parted with him at the first room you found that wasn't already occupied. Oh, yeah? Small chamber beneath the staircase. Queen-sized bed, neighbored by a nightstand and a lamp. Small desk in the corner. No windows. Meanwhile, the bed you wake in is queen-sized. Oh, yeah? And contained within a spacious chamber that opens into a balcony. Onto a balcony. Ooh, would you look at that? The balcony overlooks the courtyard of your new home. You're roughly 5 stories above the ground. 5, you say? That's good enough. Your bed chambers. What should you do here? What am I doing here? Take stock of your possessions? Sure, it's just my keyring. Okay, what is it? You look over the scant possessions that were on your person when you arrived at the course. Everything appears to be where you left it, with one irritating exception. What's that? Sometime between your arrival and now, you have managed to misplace your keys. Again? In a way, suppose you also managed to misplace the locks those keys are intended for. Okay, so I have the key. I don't know where my keys are, but I also do know where my locks are. Parenthetical. A mystery, admittedly, of much greater concern to you than the missing keys. Oh, yeah. I also want to look at that again. Okay, what should I do here? Explore the court? Go. While I explore the court, I'm going to go drink coffee. Alright, the courtyard. What should you do here? Not like these 3 here. What is this thing? Return to the office? Not yet. Investigate the dining hall? Oh, wait, there's a man named Puck. You have a lot to say to him. Where is he? Oh, right there. Okay, go ahead and talk. My name Puck is just across the courtyard. Perfect. You have many things you wish to ask him. Oh, and where did he go? Yet as you draw near, he quickly exits the scene. You might be imagining it, but he seemed to retreat the moment he saw your approach. Doesn't like it? Oh, well. Let's go look at the dining hall. What should you do here? Explore elsewhere, or grab some breakfast? Sure, why not? Let's go eat. In the light of the day, the feasting hall more closely resembles a common dining area. Already rearranged the place to look like it. Okay, go ahead and grab some grub. You collect some breakfast from a buffet, then look for a table. Uh-huh. I prefer to sit somewhere out of the way, near an exit, ideally hidden. Yeah, somewhere just right here. It's just... in the most nondescript location you could find, according to your trash bin. Yeah? Oh, and then, before you finish the bite, a whole host of courtiers arrived with their meals and sit with you. Is that how I pronounce it? Courtiers? Courtiers? Oh, whatever. They make adult conversation and a few honest attempts at answering your myriad of questions. None of them are successful. As you complete your meal, you idly note that your table is now the most lightly and bolsterous table within the hall. Yeah, all I wanted to do was be alone, and now it's just the loudest of them all. That one right above me is more lonely than this one. You also note idly that despite his assurance that you would answer all your questions, the man called Puck remains nowhere to be seen. As a result of eating breakfast, you get a small bonus. Yeah, some extra money. Food. Got 10 bread. It's gonna keep going. Wait, what? Yeah, that's not actually the actual time of it. It's not like 7 a.m. Alright, well, we're done over here. There's nothing really else to do here. Nothing. As it happens, the void is quite unremarkable. You mean like... yeah, I guess... table. A versatile surface that creates a more equitable distribution of vertical placement among objects in the room. Why does the table have health? The hell is this? Table with cloth. Dressed in finery. Okay. Explore somewhere else? Sure, we'll explore somewhere else. What does this look like when I look at it? Wall. Places constraints on physical movement. Place where wall is not present. Awesome. There's a door. Okay. Nothing. Bookcase. Spartan house for knowledge. Window. A door for light, but not for you. Yeah, you don't want to do that. If you do it, you would be defenestrated. Bush. A tree with refined, courtly manners. It's just a short tree. That's what that is. Cabinet. Likely contains knickknacks and doodads. Office chair. A throne fit for a queen who has business to attend to. Doing some business. Yeah, go to war? No, I don't want to look out the window. Yeah, do that. There's some dogs catching frisbees in the courtyard. Just out of frame. Yeah, you won't be able to see that until then. Or just that'll do just fine. Look at them dogs go. Neat. Yeah, that's what I want to say. Why must I go to war? Go to war once more? Sure. After breakfast, the court goes to war. And as you ready yourself, a question. Your Majesty, is the intensity of the war to your liking? No, please feel free to adjust the thermostat. You mean this thing? What the hell am I doing with that thermostat? Most of the time, I don't want to change it unless it's too hot in here. Thermostat, maybe make things a little easier on yourself. Comfort. Wait a minute, this is the easy... Oh, I see. The difficulty, huh? +1 comfort. With the calculator returned to her, Robin can give you a detailed analysis of the battlefield. Oh, I have like one bit of comfort, which means I can just choose which one of these will make the next battle easy. Okay. With +1 comfort, which I have space for. Analysis, huh? Receive a small mirror. Parenthetical, that follows you from battle to battle. What does this mirror do, though? In the war with extra 10 hearts. So instead of 30, it'll be 40. Start with an extra 10 bread? Start with an extra 10 stone. I could go for that. So, no thanks, you're perfectly comfortable as it is. Or just go as it is. But it has the option to, so I'm just going to use it. Let me look at this mirror. What is this? Proceed at max comfort level 1? Sure. Okay, so... Can you be certain the court is facing the correct direction this time? I guess. Let's see. Battlefield. Abstraction. Yeah. Stump. Look at that. What's this thing? Billboard. It informs you of available goods and or services. Glass house. Professional seller of bespoke potions. There's like a catapult. Enemy. Matches with all court. Fires from a distance, but it blocked by hills. Decently flammable. I gotta set this stuff on fire. Of course, Your Majesty. Observe that the sun is now rising rather than setting. Very well. You suppose you attempt to reach those signs again. Right over here? Although you doubt you'll find anything useful. Yeah, we'll get there eventually. So what is this mirror? Vanity mirror. Duplicates the first 3 units you produce each battle. Makes it 3 times. Okay, the field is broken now, so we gotta rearrange that. Right now, this seems fine, but there's this like one enemy over there. Make him disappear. Okay, so I gotta get myself some extra stone here. That's cool. There's this guy up here. If I do this, that'll cause it to go down. Yeah, that worked well. Extra stone, I could use some wheat. I get rid of that. I'll go right over here. I can move that across like this. Just gotta get myself a little bit more wood here. Forest. It's like 2 of these now. There's actually no way to get them down unless I want to do this. So right now I have some space for this. Extra stone could be useful, but I could use another forest. No, that's going to disappear. I should let that slide. Yes. And then do that. One enemy now. Well, let's low tide. What do I got here? How much money do I have? 2? Look at treasures, trifles, and toys. Oh! Okay, so what do I have here? Great banner. Offensive tool. All your fairies demonstrate improved hustle, guts, and moxie. Well, that looks cool. Guess I could get that. I wish I could read that before it just disappears. Instantly gain 10 stone. That'll be great to have. Get. Brief surge of satisfaction. These chests are empty. It is now safe to shut them. With only 2 of them, I got this. Alright. Enter battle. Tool. Oh, I guess that just applies, right? Great banner. All your fairies demonstrate improved... Okay, so this is just passive. That's good. It also telling me that the more I grab, it looks like I can have like 2 more slots here. Unless it can scroll downwards. So I got myself a farmer here. That'll take that. Duplicate this. First 3. Okay, do that. And then do this. I think 4 would do just fine since there's only like 1 enemy here. And it's all the way down here. And maybe by the time I get here, yeah, that'll do just fine. I'll save the rest. Or maybe just 1 more. Yeah, undo that. Just leave it as is. Commence battle. Okay, go ahead. Topple that court. Ooh. Strike. Toppled. Dunked. Now that guy won't be showing up anymore. I'm gonna go past the void and over this mountain. Go get that. Enemy court's inside. Trashed. Stop. Oh, nice. What is that thing that you have showed there? You got like this thing. What do you do other than just being, you know, a pumpkin? All right, just go ahead and rearrange that. All the one like that right. Oh, I see what that does. Make it as a little as possible. A tap on your shoulder. Robin points to a building in the distance. What is that? Your Majesty, that shop is neutral to this conflict. We should strongly consider stocking up on supplies. Of course, that's only if it stays in view. If it disappears before low tide, we'll have to wait until we pass another one. Making sure this doesn't disappear by just placing that there. Oh, I can also just do this. The shop is closed during high tide, but you can call them up to check their inventory. Alright, go ahead and dial the phone. Okay, so what you call into the shop, what they have for sale. However, before you proceed, the voice on the line stops you and asks if you understand how money cash works. Yeah, I have like 6 of them. Well, I guess if you want to tell me, no. You thought you understood a lot of things before your world shattered. I know you might as well understand nothing. Whoa, I don't need your life story, man. I just gotta make sure you know where cash comes from. Let me explain. Okay, hold on. First thing you gotta know is where cash doesn't come from. Oh, probably used to getting stuff like, red drop, log, stone, randomly during high tide, right? It's not random, it's like whenever I match these tiles, I get 1 point off of it. Well, that's not gonna work for cash. I said you earn cash by doing your job. Yeah? You do have a job, right? You don't think you have a job. Do you have a job? Come on, I have caller ID, you know. I know you're a fancy fairy queen of a fancy fairy court fighting a fancy fairy war. That's totally a job. You have more confidence. Being a queen's a job. So anyway, fairy queens usually earn cash by defeating their enemy court on the battlefield. Just knock down those enemies and cash will pop out. Oh yeah, you can also get some cash by selling stuff. Maybe to us. But doing your job is a surefire method. Whew, not that I've given you the talk. How about I tell you what we have for sale? Okay, this is the price you have until low tide. Closed during high tide. Here's what we would have for sale. And parenthetical, if we. Okay. So let's see. Increase max health by 10. Well, I would buy it, but whoa there, lady. What part of "we're closed during high tide" did you not understand? Lumberjack, working fairy, gathers wood, log from forest. Forest. Sidestep, working spell, move in any direction so long as it's horizontal. Any direction, you say. Archer outpost, defensive structure, build, harass passerbys. Trade water, drop at market price, at least by that much. To have, what could be useful here? Maybe add like a lumberjack, but that requires some bread here. As long as this is here, I'll be able to afford that. I gotta keep going downwards. Some water. Some forest here. Oh, there's some enemies. Oh, damn. Or... That's pretty good. Does this even work? No, it does not. What do I do with the pumpkin, though? I guess I could have my soldiers just try and defeat it. But right now, if I can get that lower here. Some enemies nearby. They won't be able to cross this if I leave that alone. That right there will just leave you here. Wow, that's pretty good. I'd like to get that over here. Just so I can get rid of you. Not possible. But I'll just shift it downwards. And that's about it. It also just means these guys won't move at all unless they want to go over here. Okay, now there's no way for them to move here. Okay, let's go to the shop. Open! Welcome to the shop. If you want to sell, then tap on your own stuff down below. I think I'll keep this banner because I don't really want to do that. Oh. Nope, cancel that. Okay, so what do I want from this? Some money here. There's lumberjack. There's this one to move to the side. A working spell. If I have this. Extra water would be extra farmer. Having this would mean that I would just need... Yeah, that will just be one. This would... yeah, I won't be able to use that quite right. There's about 2 from the nearby forest. Let me check out. These right there. Okay, good. Okay. Grab me 1, buy that. And that'll do. Okay, get ready for battle. Grab this. And this. Okay, that'll do. Just 3 of those. Grab like those. Okay. That should help out. And I could do this like 3 more times with you. At least 6 of these should be fine. Alright, let's go. Commence the battle. Ooh. 4! Break those apart before they get here. Smash! Dunk! Ain't that cool? Leap! Ooh. Home run. Those guys over there toppled. Look at the Jenga piece. Huh, it's working out really well. Ooh. Well, it looks like it turned out well. What's this? Alright, so what we got? A billboard, huh? Is that a billboard in the middle of the battlefield? Now let's look. It's true! There appears to be a billboard of some sort among the scattered elements of the terrain. Yeah? Go to the outer walls of the court to get a better look. You need law, says Robin. This thing gives me the creeps, Your Majesty. As if we're about to be sued just by looking at it. Yeah? So who's that? You agree, it might be best to look away lest you draw some unwanted legal attention. Yeah, I just imagine that your lawyer is just Phoenix Wright. Okay, so what do I need to do for that? Alright, gotta rearrange this and make sure that these enemies are not nearby when I get close. Well, there's an enemy coming close. And now I could just delete them. Get faded. But right now, it's alright until this guy over here. There's just only one enemy, so I should be fine. Get a little bit of food and some wheat. Defeat some enemies. The structure wades into view in the distance. What's that? You suppose this is another... Look, your majesty! A temple of Market! Market? M-A-R-K-E-T. Should you wish to pay your respects, it needs only stay. In view until low tide, correct? Correct! Your brilliance continues to blind. Alright, well, just keep that in stock. If I do this, they'll be within view. I could also just about destroy them by just doing this. But that also means I don't get any money from doing that. Over here, we'll just get that. And they'll be able to go through that by just doing this, yes. A lot of rocks and this billboard. There's an enemy. They could just go over here. There's only just one. It should be just fine. Market forbids trading during high tide, but you can ask their forecaster to predict the future. What is it? So what you got? I can... Oh yeah, the market will just pay this for that. Right now I have a decent amount. I could ask for more water. Alright, it's good. Just one enemy on the side there. Okay. Trade generic assets at the Temple of Market? Yeah, at the market. Here we go. Just a little bit of this. Maybe some extra water. Oh, wait, no. Wait. Trade water at market price. Buy it? Does it give me... Yeah, it does. Okay. Buying it, just, yeah. I thought that meant that I'm selling them my water to get some cash for it. I guess it says +2, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, just do some more. Buy it again. And once more. Okay, that'll do for now. I think I have plenty of this to go around. Now, let's get into battle. Tool is good to have. Okay. A couple of soldiers. This should not be on that side, but I guess it can also just go here instead. And then that'll be the fastest way to it. Be like right here. Those three, that'll do just fine. And 3 of those here. Okay. This feels alright. Save the rest for later. Go! Attack! Dunked! All my farmers and lumberjackers are just gathering some bread and some wood. Enemy alert. Scumbag detected. Defeated. 4! Smash! The guitar thing. I think I've seen that beforehand. Where the hell are you guys going? Freeze! I like the little representations of just asking me to either stop and other things just showing me like, oh, you just destroyed them. But here's how it looks. And now the court finds itself surrounded by catapults. Uh-oh. To be perfectly precise, those appear to be trebuchets. Crickets. Given that trebuchets are a subcategory of catapult, you don't see any reason why they can't just call them catapults. Well, the difference here is that a trebuchet is a better catapult. Very well, my queen. You cheat in the face of your overflowing wisdom. Oh, they're everywhere. They have a picture of a baseball. Catapult. Enemy. Matches with all court. Fires from a distance, but is blocked by hills. Does that look like this? A rock and blue rock. Red rock, blue rock. Instantly flammable. They can hit me from over here, huh? Okay, so I gotta get rid of that, unless it's... Okay, so that's how that works, I think. It's gonna go hit directly on that, which means this should be fine, right? Strange building comes into view. What the hell is that now? As you observe it, the phone in your office rings. Ring, ring. Yeah, hey, Titanium Court, Your Majesty. Hello from the Glass House. Yeah, we sell potions. As our name suggests, we firmly oppose the act of throwing stones in any and all forms. Would you just live in a glass home? Therefore, we'd like to offer our full support to Titanium Court in your campaign against those stone-throwing trebuchets. To start, here's a pro tip. Free of charge. Hills, rock, will block the projectiles fired by catapults. Just surround your court with hills, rock, and you'll be safe. And if that doesn't work, well, we sell a variety of instant use potions that can help you deal with this threat. Give us a call sometime. We'll be happy to help. Look! Who is it, Your Majesty? Saying that it was a telemarketer, albeit one whose pitch might prove useful. Wow, rare. Yeah, very rare. The Glass House advertises itself as a seller of potions. And they're closed at high tide. Okay, so what do you have here? Is that something on fire? Potions are aluminum capable of doing just that. Yeah, just grab me some napalm. Fire potion. Potion of geology can make mountains, rock, out of molehills and other terrain. A rock potion. And a flood insurance ensures a flood of water wherever it lands. Water potion. Oh, what the hell? A helicopter potion. Statistically, a potion of teleport is the safest way to travel. Yeah, that's a helicopter. That's how you teleport. Okay, I just gotta get rid of most of this stuff. And surround myself with, water. Or just rocks. Which would mean just getting rid of this, but also just have you, like, right here. Okay, so that's still gonna hit me. Oh, I see. In what order? This one, it goes first, but it's still gonna hit me. Unless I do this. Gets rid of that. That rock over here. Okay, that won't hit me. This thing is still gonna hit me. How is that? Won't be able to hit me, but this thing will. Oh, but that's like me. That's still gonna hit me over here. If I can lower it, then yes. Okay, this guy won't hit me now because of that. This guy won't. These two. What the hell? I'm still trying to not to get hit by these things. Okay, there's just like one left with this. That should do it. I think. Okay. That thing will still hit me. This guy will still hit me. Only 3 of these will hit me. Yeah, we'll have to buy something here. Give me some stone. Yeah, buy it. And, sure, we'll make a mountain where you want it. Like right here. I can't really put it there. Okay, so placing it right here will prevent them from hitting me, so yes. Meaning that this guy won't hit me. That guy won't hit me. Okay, I'm safe. This guy can still hit me? It's clearly straight right between those 2 mountains. Okay. Do some fighting here. The only thing I can do right now would be... I'll just keep doing it with that. We got just some of this right here. We'll have the soldiers try and reach the catapults. This one right here, it's impassable. They could just go all the way straight through here to go with this, but I'm thinking some of them will go to the left. And some farmers. One more. Alright, let's go commence battle. Don't try and get them before they throw stones at my castle. Uh-oh. Don't really want them to strike. Don't. It's to your right. Jump. Are they able to reach that one? Smack. Toppled. Yeah, you can't really reach that. Stop! Cannibals continue their assault, although you know that there are now slightly fewer of them hanging around. Yeah, I've already destroyed most of it, along with having them faded out of existence, by just swapping around the tiles a bit. Oh, and unfortunately, they're everywhere. Tile's been broken. Oh no. Gotta surround myself with where's there's not much okay. Let's do this, get rid of that. I don't need here, especially this one. Don't worry about these two over on that side. Well, that ain't that handy. That is giving me a lot for the just matching. It's still gonna hit me on this side. And it'll only be hitting me once and they only do like 5 damage, huh? I gotta get some water around, some stone around me. Can't really do that, but I can do this. That'll block that guy, but there's this one right here. Only this guy right here can hit me. Unless, of course, wait. I can get my soldier to kill it. Where are you? Destroy those two. These three right here need to be destroyed. That guy is going to hit me from right here. Unless I can get this guy all the way down here just to break these two. Or just do this. Yeah, now they're blocked. Then just, yeah, break them apart. That guy is still going to get me. As long as these can get there in time. Oh, yeah, that's not good. They can't hit me now. This guy can still hit me. Not good. Okay, that takes care of that. That one. That guy can still get me from here. I can't really do anything there on that spot. Should be able to tank. Those are just fine. This is the only one that can hit me, and that one as well. No, not that one. This one. Those two can hit me. Okay, I should be fine. I should just keep going until then. Nice to just get rid of that. Now they just have those to worry about. Now, if it's possible for you to get to this one really quick, I'm just going to take 5 damage. It'll break this one beforehand. Oh, we're on another glass house. Buy something really quickly. Yeah, do that. Place this like right here. Now that thing can't hit me. And now all my troops will be able to reach this one and destroy that. Unless, of course, it goes to the right first when I want it to go to the left. But then the one right here will be able to get those, which is fine by me. That. And then also... Okay. Able to find a doing this. Let's go. Commence the battle! Okay, that works out fine. Dunked. Toppled. And the trebuchets are not loaded. 4. Go get them. Chop that wood and all that. Break it apart. Ooh, smash. It's all clear. Well, made it to the one side here. Side washes away the last of the catapults. You appear to have weathered the storm. Have I? What are the catapults now eliminated? The glass house pulls up next to the court. Receive another phone call. Salesman offers a congratulations for your victory and asks if there's any further assistance he might provide. Answer immediately, asking if he knows a way for you to return home. Oh, definitely. Let's pull over somewhere and I'll draw you a map. Oh, really? Alright. Right here then. Ooh, here we go. Salesman shows you a map and explains the directions. looking over here on that left side, huh? Okay, so you've seen this before, right? You have, but no one thus far has offered an explanation for any of it. You assumed it was some sort of map. It does look like some kind of map. Hey, it kinda is, but it changes every day, so I'd say it's really more of a weather report. Yeah, but it's pretty simple. Each of these rows is a battle. Within a given row, each column is a battlefield. Do you follow? Hmm, no you don't. You'll figure it out. I kind of already figured it out. We're just going up and up and up on this thing. It's just a representation of what I think it's like. Have you ever played a game like let's see, what was it called? Oh yeah, if you played a game like Drop Duchy, you'll see that it has like a percentage up on what the tiles would look like here and there. Which if that's meant to, like what, like a 1 or 3 or something, it'll show you how much these tiles are weighted to be this way. Because right now it seems to be that there will be more forest than there is fields. If that's how that works, right? Oh, okay. So what you actually say? Parentheticals. But importantly, did you know you can choose from 3 potential battlefields before every battle? 3 of them? I can choose that one, huh? No, you did not know that. Yeah, at that point, I did not know that until you told me. In parenthetical. Anyway, here's where you are right now, smack in the middle of the war. Get home, you're first gonna have to make it to victory, which is right up here. I have to go through there? So how close am I to victory? Hmm. Before or after the dragon? After, of course. But making it to the end is enough. After that, you'll need to make an exit. Make an exit. Given the abstract nature of movement through the tide, would you be willing to elaborate on that? Oh yeah, it's confusing, right? These routes were conjured back in the 60s. If it was hopped up on an allegory or something. Around here, making an exit means you gotta consciously leave the path you're on. You know, like, you gotta fundamentally change as a person. Oh yeah? Hmm. Okay. Might be a long shot, but does he have any specific advice for how you might do that? Preferably in a safe and non-traumatizing way? Do I ever? Your Majesty, that's our specialty. His arms back to reveal a shelf of bottles under a marquee that reads Love Potions. Why do you have a bunch of love potions? Is he attempting to make a joke? Sure, we'll go with that. Not at all. Nothing's changed a person more than love. Hmm. Okay, you take a deep breath. If his love potions function like those described in stories, i.e., forcing an individual to fall in love with a person they otherwise have no interest in, then you have absolutely no interest in them. You verbally just dotted. Majesty, with all due respect, that's messed up. I don't sell anything like that. You've been hearing some weird rumors, huh? I play my competition. Please let me set the record straight. My potions cannot create love from nothing. They merely expand the love that already exists within you. Seeing your shoulders relax a bit, he continues with this pitch. Just if there's already some love within your heart, this'll swell it up. Okay. Now, if you're new to love potions, I definitely recommend starting small. Pulls a potion off the shelf, like this one. Full of love for something called baseball. This one is great for beginners. Love for baseball, huh? So, let's see. Does this apply to my soldiers, right? Even to my soldier, they're already holding like clubs of some kind. I don't think they actually have swords. It just mentions clubs since I'm using like wood and stone. Probably the stone is attached to what to make a bat. I'm gonna need a lot more stone. In fact, man, if that log's dropped off to 1, I'm gonna lose it. But if I raise it by 1, I am absolutely gonna lose it. It's great for beginners. The effects are really mild. Drink it and you'll end up liking this baseball just a bit more than you already do. That's it. You suppose that does sound relatively harmless. He also thinks it will help you return home. Might as well give it a try. Perfect! Oh, come on, put your wallet away. I'm not going to charge you for it. Just take it. And so you return to court with a new map of the war. A single complimentary potion of liking baseball. Liking, huh? Well, what does that do? Ah, now you have a certain idea of what you're looking at here. Yeah? The Dragon's Lair. 80 damn. A home to the Predator. Also remains of a hatched egg. Battlefield. Got the signage right here, dripping with symbolism. That's what we need to go. Okay. What the salesman told you, this is either a map or the weather report. By the way, the important thing is that you can choose which upcoming battlefield to traverse. Which one I want to go to? There's only 3 of them right here. Expect available units. What do I have here? Just that. I also got to worry about that. Where do I want to go? Wheat? What I want, it would be more mountain. There's this one right here. Archers and goons? More archers and goons. Probably just stopped by, Use dangerous archers. I gotta destroy those, you know. Enemies, scamps, and goons. The hell is a scamp? There's quick and fragile scamps. So they're just like the soldiers, but weaker. Scamps, goons. That's what you call these enemies. They're not soldiers, they're goons. I do like the music. That guitar is pretty good. I guess the music could stand just to be a little bit faster. I kind of prefer faster music. Unremarkable flora, huh? Standard. Amenities and enemies. I feel like I should go for that one instead. Alright, let's go. There's some enemies afoot. What's this? Another sign. Another potential cultural misunderstanding. Let's take a look. The hell is the sign? It looks like a seesaw? And what does that mean? As a sign, you know? Incredible! Sign that predates written language and is comprised entirely of a single hieroglyph. Hieroglyph. Well, alright. You know, the thing about the hieroglyph is that it never really went away. It just evolved into what is called an emoji. I must say, it's in remarkable condition for something so old. But what could it mean? Given the symbol, the scales tilted in the favor of one individual, clear the sign marks the presence of social inequality in the vicinity. That was hard to say. Is that so? How kind of this ancient civilization to offer a warning so we might avoid it? Avoid it? The court is literally a monarchy. Yes, well, the sign is there for a reason, would you say? Kind of feels like both Hop and Skip are just there, doing the argument, because they're pretty much the only two that are, like red and blue, respectively. Well, there's Puck, and also that one, salesman. Okay, let's go ahead and just, gotta be wary of these two. That, we'll just move these guys aside. Give her that, gets rid of you. The market, huh? Well, there it is. Okay, let's go check what the market has for sale. I can go for some more stone. You get like bread, drop, log, and stone. It is to my advantage to make sure that these are not dripping with symbolism. It's dripping. Get rid of those. All the way down here now. That's pretty good. That to the side and have this. That's a bit too far. Unless that one has 2. This. Still some enemies are there. It'll take them a while to get here. And then there's this guy over there. And I could just do this. Get rid of that. There's still plenty on this side. See what the best way to get rid of those. This guy will have a hard time traveling over here. Water on that. Have fields and they go on that side. Go diagonal in this spot. Or here actually. Some extra rocks will give him quite the trouble to get here. Or I could just do that, make it turn into water. Will they be able to go through like that? Right next to me. This. Get rid of the forest. Got like a lot of wood here. I just need some stone. Plenty of bread. Just got some enemies to fight off. I gotta move one more tile. Okay, that'll do for now. There's this guy just trying to march on through. You got what it takes. Okay, let's see what you have in the market. I could use a little bit more stone here. Just give me some stone here. That'll do. Let's do it like 5 times, it gives me like 15. And I have that. Let's go prepare some fighting. I got lots of wood. I could always just get more bread here. A lot of 4. Okay, let's see here. Okay. I feel like this should be enough since this mirror will look at the first 3 units. Meaning that these guys, will be here last. Second to last, which means by the time that's destroyed, I should be able to reach on this side. That one's first, but you'll have trouble going through all these mountains. This guy won't move at all, unless you can go through the sign. Okay, let's do that instead. Let's go. Commence the battle. Strike. Break that. Ooh, dunked. One for me. Now chop it out doing these trees. They are going diagonal. They'll be able to get to it, kinda. Strike. Break. Smash. Destroy. Pop. That guy's having trouble. Uh-oh. Well, there's some trouble over here because of that one guy. Hey, I need you guys to go over here now. Well, they're taking with my units now. Stop! Well, ain't that handy. You know, I have to worry about this dragon here. Extra volcanoes? What do you volcanoes do? Matches with standard hills, huh? For some reason, they clear of it, it will erupt. You're clear of it, huh? Or another birdhouse, oh boy. Skybound birds. I do kind of want to look at that. Birds and goons? Oh boy. Don't I have some birds on my side? Alright, generic. What the? Hospital? Archers, goons? Good. Centaurs. Orbital centaurs. And I'm guessing that these centaurs have like double the amount of health. It is going to be very hard, but there's also like rarities here. Archers. Probably just have like a longer range here. I think I will go over here because there's like centaurs. I should just worry about that. Let's go here. Okay. Almost done with this first patch of the game, and then we'll get to the next. Well, the field is broken arranged to my liking. Okay. Centaurs, huh? How are they? Well, I don't really know for sure, but I can do this to get rid of them. Get rid of those. Still more on that side. There's like 2 of them on this one. Keep you on the side here. Okay, like I'm almost surrounded by water here. That gets close. You guys are gonna be like right here. Right here, we'll just pass it. Yeah, that'll do just fine. Making sure that I don't actually go any further than that. But then there's this guy over here. What I would like to do is just get rid of that. Oh, if I can just get you across here. Well, this looks incredibly dangerous. There's only like a few things. Can they go across from right here? I gotta pay attention to that. During low tide, I got like 3 of these chests. Where else can I... That will go down by 1. So it'd be best if I just keep it like that. Okay, well, I have to worry about that now. Go ahead and open those chests. Now there's 3 of these on the field, and they have gathered all manner of trinkets, treasures, trifles, and toys. Oh! Collection of goods for the taking. Got some cash. Sell it for 2. Isn't that just the same thing? Alright. Gunboat. Offensive rock. Back the nearby via water? Get it, I guess. Well, now it's full, though. Instantly gains 10 bread. Alright. What's in the safe? Main's locked. What am I going to do with that? I won't be needing this. But I guess I could just sell you, right? No, I don't want you to do that. Undo. Got a boat from the water, huh? Yeah, just about do that. And then just the rest of these 2. Let's see, 1, 2, 5, 6. And then 4. Okay. Just add like maybe 1 more soldier. Oh, wait a minute. Just plan this instead of just doing all this. Make sure that in the order they show up, they'll be here. Okay. So how are the centaurs gonna fight? Well, let's see how this goes. We're gonna attack like right here. Toppled. That seems all right. Okay, they can go at a diagonal angle if they go from like right here. Dunked. Watch out. Well, we have like these 4. Tip over. 4. Ooh. They kind of take them out. Dunked. Over. Stop. Okay, that went on a lot better than I thought it'd be. Now all we have is this dragon. Don't. There's like a bunch of like no turning around. No turning back now. As the court moves motionlessly across the void, it encounters a neighbor. Courtiers cry out in alarm. He spies a great dragon soaring above his lair in the distance. Legendary apex predator opens his mouth and addresses the court. Here's what it says. Oh, it's an iguana. Yeah, hey, hang on, let me look at the menu. Zuba's gaze over the court, doubling back when he catches sight of Butte atop its walls. Why isn't it an iguana? Oh man, I'll have the Fairy Queen combo meal! No pickles! Oh man, it just, that is one goofy-ass dragon. Okay, what are we gonna do? What's this? Extra water. What is this thing? A swamp. Oh, yeah. Match water? Impassable on foot? Does not match with tap water. Are you calling this tap water? Yeah, then that's like a... What's the word for that? Dragon. Okay, there's also catapults and other goons. A hospital, though, could be good. We got tap water and swamp water. We got centaurs and goons. I guess I could do that one. More centaurs and goons. But it is impassable, but I also should worry about this thing. I'm guessing the fact that it's also, it's 80 damage though. I gotta get there. Okay, so if that dragon has like any health, I should be able to get there with only 25 HP. Making sure it doesn't get here unless it's gonna fly all the way straight to me. Or just pick off all my soldiers in place. I have all this that I've been saving. It could help out. Yeah, that could be the plan. Okay. I do kind of want to know what that looks like. With the volcano and all. So you gotta stay clear of it, and it will erupt. What does that even look like? I'm gonna go for it. Notice the slightly different hill. Rock has made an appearance on the battlefield. Oh yeah? Just one of them? In a different hill, it looks more like a... You hate to ask, but those are definitely volcanoes, aren't they? Says Robin. Yes, Your Majesty. When those volcanoes erupt, their surroundings will take 6 hearts of damage and burst into flames. Surrounding, you say? Oh, okay. Hello again. A quick clarification is now necessary. The tooltip. When Robin says the volcano's surroundings take damage, that includes diagonal neighbors. So instead of adjacently, it's also diagonally. Okay. I guess you could say it's not really... It's adjacent around itself. So both diagonal and orthogonal. Okay. Also, you see when the volcanoes will erupt over here on the timeline. Right there? I see. Parenthetical. Also, please note that volcanoes actually match with standard hills for some reason. Yeah, for some reason. Yeah, you just said so. With this life-saving information now imparted, I will take my leave again. Alright. Notes on how the dragon behaves in battle? Right, here's what my notes say. The dragon's first priority is to cook every fairy we send in the field. Once all our units are cooked, then he will turn his attention to the court itself. If we can find a way to spread our units far and wide, we may be able to withstand this assault. Or we could try to keep our units on hills, or water, where fire is much less effective. Even if it doesn't burn the core directly, we're still in danger of catching fire from nearby fields. And woods, forest. And those are all the notes I have. Okay, so just get away from this thing. I guess I could just have you going upwards or something. The fact that, okay, that actually does work out with both of these. It can actually just spread on over here. You're gonna just go ahead and cook all my units, aren't you? There's also enemies abound. Perhaps the dragon can be bribed to leave you alone? I don't even have 50 food here. Your skill is determined that, parenthetical, based on current meteorological readings, an adequate bribe for the dragon should be about 50 bread. Bribe the dragon with 50 bread? Sure. Fortunately, the court's storehouses are redundantly incapable of satiating the dragon's appetite. Let's not even try it. Not enough. Okay, so I should just try and get this thing closer. You're right over here. What I could do is just get this close enough to down here where this mirror is. That'll duplicate some of my units from this side too. Get rid of that, and there's also this thing. This thing is... Oh, so that's what that looks like. That'll go on first if I let it happen, or not. A mirror over here on that side. There's these units too. No, that's not gonna help. But this will. Okay, there's also this volcano here. That's gonna be on fire. I should get this far and away from you. And these as well. If I could just figure this out. I could just do... and then do that. Review, and also this. Ooh, nice. Here. This... No. This first. Get rid of that. I'm also safe here from that, unless you go on that side. There's no volcanoes, because I've already just kind of let that happen. Unless it'll just burn, you know. This over here, we'll just put everything downwards. I would like to do the same with this thing, but it's kind of hard. And that costs more if it doesn't actually do anything. I could just move that somewhere closer. Okay, let's see here. That will cause that to move just like that. Gives me some extra time and some extra stuff here. You know what I could do is just try and get enough of this. And one up ahead. Centaurs on the side. Alright, well. Gotta worry about that. I don't even have enough on it and stuff. Okay. At the whatever this chest holds. Oh yeah. Charm. Offensive spell, enemies become friends. Oh, okay, you get it. In an embarrassing turn of events, you're unable to complete that transaction because your hands are currently full. Well, it's your Majesty's right and privilege to engage in queenly access. You'll need to drop something if you want to hold something else. Okay, so how would you go about doing that? Hello, me. When entering the shop or chest, simply click on your cards to offer them for sale. That's the only way to get rid of your cards. You're welcome. Alright, so don't sell all, just sell this one. I don't need this at this exact moment anymore. Yeah, sell that. I'll keep the gunboats, and then get this. Okay. Gunboat won't help over on this side, so... Oh yeah, I also have to worry about this because I didn't have enough time just to destroy it. So when of this... Oh yeah, that's gonna be bad. Okay. Let's see, if I go and the dragon will just cook them all. And then there's this volcano over here. That one's last. Do that, and do a little bit of gunboats on this side. Put that like right there. One more should do it. And then, the court will charm... Let's see, this one? Yeah. Oh, at that point, okay, so undo. Okay, just keep those there and just do this. This will require some water. It'll be these two. Do that one. This one. Charm that. Do that again with the one that has centaurs in it. This one. Okay, now actually just boats for these. And let's do that. That'll do just fine. Maybe you'll get there in time, perhaps. Maybe. Then it'll cook all the units on this side, so I have to go do that again, right? Can I just then farm up right here? Yes. And then add some more. 5. And there you go. The rest of that. And then volcano. Just watch out for the volcano, which will go right here and burn everything. Okay, go for it. Commence the battle as much as I can. Supposedly this is the last one, right? I have so much wood. Look at it go. Dunked. 4. Ooh, the lizard! It's burning everything. It's burning that thing over there. Break him! Oh no, my units, they're dying. And that volcano just went. Is it getting ya? Stop! Well, looks like we survived. Didn't kill it, though. Courtiers continue expressing alarm as the Dragon's Lair is somehow able to pursue or into high tide. Hang on, I wasn't done with my order yet! Says Robin tentatively. I'm sure it can't keep up with this, with us forever. So, we have to do this again, huh? Until the thing is destroyed. Okay, I got it. I have it like halfway now. Now, forest. Autumn woods. We got like the woods and autumn woods. Match for wood does not match with summer. That one's called summer woods, though. So it's going to be a little bit harder by just giving me something extra to go with. Don't we have enemy pirates? They have their own gunboats, but they're... Yeah, okay, got it. I can do that. What the hell is this? Wormhole? Emerges and grows when matched with port. One might expect worms, but none are to be found. Emerges and grows when... And what does that even mean? Enemy wormholes. Scamps and goons. That does make it a lot easier. There's also a market here that could also get... Okay, so, if I am not able to defeat that dragon... Okay, so I'll have a lot of money. I could also just... Yeah, that'll do. And get myself more. So I'll have to go over here on this side. Let's go to the market! Watch out for that dragon. It's a doozy. Yeah, this is, okay. Gotta match out for that more. Kill that. Let's see what I can do here. You on this side, that goes down and down. Market's in place. And that doesn't disappear. There's these guys. Can't worry about that now. And we have these guys. I can charm them. This market here was just what I need. That here. It's that. So they'll be really close. This dragon is close, in that I should be able to defeat it. I almost got it down for like a 60 of those. 50 of those, yes. 50 units of HP. We also have the everyone else, so I should be able to defeat him here. Oh no, it's actually going to be very close. Oh no. Swarm him. That's all I have to do here. I got to swarm him. Since the dragon is just so damn close. I could just move you over here, but there's also this guy on that side. With the water on that. Okay, I'll go for the shop here. It's open. God, what is this thing? Blood, global broadcast, marine life claims what their what's theirs. Alright, I think all fuel becomes water. Let me see that. Not bad, not bad. I could just go with gunboats that entire time here. Okay. Archers, that's a ferry. Protects the enemy court. The distance. Better range from hills. Which would be right here if I want to do that. Peace. Local broadcast transmutes fighters, enemies, into lovers, farmers. Puddle. Defensive spell. Tactical place water pile. I could put that somewhere. It probably won't be allowing me to place it here. Enemies will be in the way. I also have the mirror here, so that should be able to take care of you quite easily. There's the market on that thing. Why can't I go for that, please? Great stone. I could do that. Yes, okay. I'm going to be needing a lot of these. Let's see, anything else here? Dragon, bribing it. Hold the map. Can I go to this market too? Oh, it's right here, yeah. I'm gonna need some, put here. I mean, some bread. With how much I have, that'll do. And, enough to buy two of these. And then just buy the rest with stone. Once more. Okay. I'm doing pretty well here, but now I must destroy. 1, 2, 3. It'll still slowly burning them on that side. I gotta do some more. And then put in this here. Charm that court. I think they're fine right here. Scamps on that side. Another charm will be just about here. Possibly 2 or 3 gunboats. And just that. And then only 1 farm. Okay, that'll do just fine. Hopefully I can survive this. It's here, and it's burning it apart. No, don't burn it. Destroy it. Dunked. You're in a world of pain. Smashed. Alright. Defeated the dragon with some of my units destroyed, but they got it defeated. Now, conquer. Defeat the rest of the enemies. You go. Oh yeah. Damn. Just defeated all the enemies there. That's great. And so was that imperious red dragon, on a routine hunt for dinner, was struck down by the very prey he sought to devour. It almost got me there, too. Unawares as the killing blow was struck, or were reported to be, man, the service here is nasty. Oh. Yeah. Offensive victory. Battles 9. 9 of them. Casualties, hours, about 25 I lost. Casualty, there's 32. I killed more than they killed me. It's about 7. EDI. Property damage index, about 47. Well, good fire makes a quick cook. Okay. Having demonstrated your bridging skill, your tolerance for a new challenge grows. The tea kettle is going. If your maximum level of strife increased to 1, is that what the ascension here for is? Alright, well that better be the last of it, because I'm going to go swap to another game. With a war now behind you, you encounter a memorial dedicated to its victims. Memorial to those following the war. Casualties 57. Oh no. Go falling during the war. I got my mirror too. Some among our courtiers roll their eyes at this. Oh, they'll be back. Oh yeah? Now, having expended much of its energy during the day, the court retires to bed. It looks like it. You wake suddenly in your chambers. Something about your surroundings doesn't feel right. Yeah, what happened now? You can't see much as you look out from your balcony. The sky is pitch black. Well, yeah, if you can see that. Is it night, or is it just you're looking out in the void? What's wrong with the courtyard? You've never seen it so disordered. Ground shakes and your stomach churns. Oh no. Take a deep breath. Keep your sights on the door. Place where a wall is not represented. Also door. Keep your sights on the door. So I should move myself over there, right? By doing this? Okay. It's open. Gotta worry about that now. You're moving through many unfamiliar halls. You suddenly find yourself in front of the court's great gates. Perhaps the court is trying to tell you that now would be a prudent time to depart. Who can say? The gates? What should you do here? What's to say? Or the west wing hallways? Return to the courtyard? Out from atop the walls of the court? I'd open the gates? Let me go ahead and look out from the top. Let's look. Going on top of this thing. Here we go. This is what it looks like, and this is what I have. Alright? Temperature is like +1 Celsius. It's cold out here. Or the west wing hallways? Sure. Alright, what does this look like? What do you do here? I don't know what I'm doing. Just stretch out forever in this direction. Toward the chapel, toward the office, the gates. I think that looks less strange. It looks like a little painting. Yeah. Okay. Baseball. Maybe a scoreboard of some sort. As you can assume that home refers to the court. Yeah, sure. There's the gate. Let's go back to the gate and see if I can open that. Alright, open the gates. Down I go. Open them if possible. Make an attempt to open the great gates of the court. They don't budge. And that there are 4 locks on the gates, leading you to assume that 4 keys of some sort will be necessary to open them. Okay, well, can I just use the key ring that I had beforehand? Well, I guess I can't really do that then. I gotta go explore the west wing. Oh cool, there's a fast forward button. There's only like 2 options. This goes towards the chapel. Office. Let's go up. stretching off together. The labyrinth. Have you been here before? Have I? Elsewhere? Might as well keep going. The labyrinth. Which direction should you go? There's a ladder. Back from where you came from? The stairs? The door? The stairs. Go. You end up getting lost. Okay, what does that say now? Closed door. Deliberately masquerading as a wall. There's no plate posted on this one. What does it say now? Read that. No tape to the door, which now appears to be locked. Because they wasted Her Majesty's time, the labyrinthine hallways are being reprimanded. They're currently in a timeout. Will not be available again until tomorrow. Management. Alright, so I guess I can't go back over there. Because they just waste my time. So let's go to the right then. Back to my office. Sitting chambers, what should you do here? Enter your office, or head toward the east wing? Let's go with my office. Whatever. Move to enter your office and are surprised to discover the door is locked. Of course it is. But it's just stuck. Someone seems to have wedged a bunch of pamphlets in the gap between the door and the frame. What is they doing there? Hold one of them out. Cover simply reads, the key to success begins with 30 cash. The rest of it is just various photographs of handshakes. Really? Shake those hands. And in your own way, that's what you're doing. Okay, well, it looks like you're not getting this door open right away. Right, now, yeah. To the east wing. I can't believe this game keeps going. Oh, you have statues. They look familiar, don't they? What do they look like? The statue of a goat. A dragon. I defeated you. A Leviathan? Of a tentacle. And for the whole Leviathan, yeah. Who put a statue of a dragon here? Ladder. And or possibly stairs. The details don't matter. Machine that alters an individual's elevation. Bench. Someone left their chair outside. Into the room marked by the dragon statue? Well, yeah, I defeated it, so go for it. It's the only thing open. Fountain of Youth, which you do here. Oh, cool. Have a drink at the bar? That's what the Fountain of Youth is? Please. Find yourself in a sleepy pub. Sign near the door identifies as the Fountain of Youth. Yeah, that's what you call it. Not sure why you've never encountered this place before. Maybe because you kind of forgot. Oh yeah, man. Only open at night. That's us. Drink? Yes, actually, that does sound appealing. Drink up. As you sip, a man collapses on the bar next to you. Begins mumbling something in your direction. Hey, lady. Got some I wanna say to you. Yeah? Head down. Nice clothes. You don't think he's talking to you. Oh, no. Yeah, he totally is. You should pay attention, man. This guy's a regular prophet. Prophet proceeds. Yeah, okay. You never got burned by Mr. Dragon Guy. What's up with that? You're supposed to get burned. Okay, so if you understand correctly, you think you were supposed to lose the dragon? Oh, is that meant to be like a forced loss event? Oh, but I made it an unforced loss event. Personally, you take no issue with failing to burn to death. According to as incorrect as it might be in his view. You'll be fine. It's so fine. But let me tell you something, okay? Yeah, you're drunk. Why do you have your tie on your head? Okay? Okay. Yeah, let me tell you something. You dragonfly denied the light of youth. Saying this, he briefly raises his glass in your direction. Turns his head away and starts to snore. He's sleeping. Oh yeah, that was a good one, man. Yeah, the port and I would be heading if I were you, you know? Drink now finished, stand up from the bar. Okay, we'll just go ahead and exit off. Alright, what else do I have? Dining hall should be this way. There's nothing going on here. Argument appears to be taking place in the dining room. What's going on with those two? The echoes of an argument as you approach the hall. They can see and hear the participants clearly. After listening for a bit, you surmise that the argument concerns the thermostat in its current setting. But that can't be satisfying. I just don't believe you actually enjoy that. What? What's not to like about taking it easy? It's boring. Who cares? Boredom is underrated. Relax. You've heard enough and are prepared to quietly leave when... Hey, it's Her Majesty! Maybe she can help us settle this. Actually, I believe Her Majesty is the only one who can settle this. Oh well, here we go. Okay. Our debate concerns the thermostat. It is my firm belief that the only way maximizing our strife will be by any meeting in this war strife. Yeah, but who needs me, man? Let's just have a good time. Let's crank up the comfort. Either way, since Your Majesty is the only one with enough authority to make these adjustments, we can ask you to render judgment. But should you make the correct decision and raise your strife to level 5, I'll give you this. Gives you a nondescript key she has attached to the lanyard. But you know, just gonna be hard. Just chill out and raise the comfort to level 5 instead. Caliber is a different key. And you'll win this key, easy peasy. Apparently, I see how anything done at comfort level 5 would qualify as winning. I mean, who cares? Those keys look awfully familiar. Where did you get them? No comment. We're not permitted to reveal that information. Puck gave them to us. Huh? Did you not hear what I just said? Yeah, but who cares? Her Majesty probably figured that out already anyways. Yeah, I already kind of figured. The stands. The thermostat is currently set to comfort level 1. Hey, look at that! Feels pretty good, doesn't it? Please, Your Majesty, I strongly urge you to change course. Well, despite these protestations, you can't adjust the thermostat again until tomorrow. We'll just have to wait. Gotta wait until these two go. Okay, there's just like only a few things left before I actually go ahead and finish this off. It should be down here. Inventory is in. Is anything you need in here? Just this thing. This is a cat. Cat is over there. There's your cat. What's this? Open rack. Home for props of the vicious variety. A rather large jar? Really, it's already open. Yeah, I guess so. Tool rack. For sheltering implements, instruments, and contraptions. And a cat. Okay, go talk to the cat over there. As you approach, the cat immediately begins making demands of you. Prrr. Great Queen, how fortuitous! My campaign to subdue this province in your name has reached a stalemate. Rawr. Locals have transformed the terrain itself into a weapon. Look! The sheer cliffs vexes my powerful and weighty frame. Okay, so it kind of seems like he's probably trying to climb up on one of the high shelves here and is running into trouble. That cat wants to go up. It can't. It's too heavy. Meow. Yes, and so I seek your aid, but alas, your royal height is also insufficient for this purpose. You? Surely such an obstacle cannot surpass the resources at your disposal. Yeah, you suppose you could pile up some of the junk, this stuff, in here to help him out. Not like the court is going to use any of it right now. I guess I could do that at the... Okay, I guess I could just go with the wood. Stack some wood on the pile? Go. Where should you stack it? Here. Right? With a bunch of sandwiches. Probably the formation of food. Okay, so if I have any bread, it just turns into a sandwich. Any water turns into a fountain. Any logs turns into a wood pile. Human pyramid, but with some lumber. With some rocks here. Pet rock petting zoo? Children under 6 are granted free admission to pet the rocks. There's not going to be a rock pile. It's just a petting zoo for rocks. That is actually pretty good there. Then I could use it like right now, so I'll just do this. Go. Place this like right here. Is that enough? Well, it almost reached it. So right now they're not using it at this exact moment. Climb the ladder? Sure, why not? Actually, go down that ladder and see if I can talk to the cat again. Okay, it just had to go all the way to the top. I don't actually, yeah. Okay, just go climbing back up with this thing. Okay, where to go next? Left side. Or elsewhere? Sure. West wing. The door is closed. I can't really go back to that thing. Go down. Chapel. I haven't actually been there. Or have I? Eventually, you find yourself in the quartz chapel. where a television displaying a test pattern stands at the pulpit. That's what that thing's called? There's a solitary figure standing in front of the TV. Can't see him clearly from this distance, but you know it immediately by the man named Puck. Oh, it's Buck. What you doing? Or feels unstable. Should you approach Buck and find out what's happening? The hell are you doing, Puck? Reality bends beneath your feet as you approach Puck, whom threatens to redefine its boundaries. You're earlier than expected, my queen, and yet somehow still too late. Mutters something under his breath, then gives you his full attention. Well then, you had questions for me, did you not? It looks like we have precisely enough time for one earnest answer to one of your queries. You express some incredulity at this statement. You ready to answer your questions now? Please respond. My queen, you simply must wield your skepticism with greater subtlety. That statement was clearly formed as a question. A question which I'm afraid I must now answer earnestly. So, yes, in this time and this place, I am both willing and able to give you satisfactory responses without resorting to deflection or trickery. And while everything else is wobbling, with the one restriction being that, as I said, we have time for only one such response. A response which I have just provided in answer to your question of whether I am now prepared to provide such responses. Sighs. Which means our time is now up. I pray I will never see you here again. Really? It all falls apart. Alright, is that it? Yeah, it sure is. That must be the time of day and all. With time repetition comes comfort. Your maximum level of comfort increases to level 2. Okay. As if nothing ever was ever amiss. I guess this just means that it's gonna keep going until something happens, you know? You think you can safely conclude that escaping the court will require more of you than a simple victory? This comes as no surprise given everything the potion salesman told you about needing to make an exit to return home. At least you've learned that if you make it to victory, Puck will answer one of your questions. So, a very slow way of going about this might be to continue winning until you gathered enough information to see yourself out of the door. You erupt your temples, thinking about how long that's going to take. Then you get up to face the day. Alright, so this is exactly what's going to happen, so let's go ahead and just quit the menu. Hopefully it just stays like that, right? Right? Okay, that's actually pretty good here. It just saved. We quit? Yes. That'll be it for Titanium Court. This is a pretty interesting game. I like all the pixel art here and the little pictures it pops up whenever I smack one of the enemies upside the head. And also some of the questions here going on with, and also the triplet trumpets and double trombones, and the guy just leaping bounds over them. And some of the signs just being like, just a different interpretation of what these fairies think what's going on around here. Yeah. Well, I guess I'll give it like the inscription treatment. Just play this on occasion, or just go and defeat a major boss, and then just stop right then and there. Yeah, because right now it's already taken me longer than 2 hours just to go through this entire thing.